Dry earth turned into settling dust. The sky is bleeding out its light into the waiting arms of night. I see the stars begin to swim upon the water's heavy rain. Red waters, astral planes, wash away these heavy chains. Let the liquid starlight flow deep into the world below. Red waters, astral planes, nothing ever stays the same.
The current pulls a steady line where the cosmic and the clay entwine. Ancient spirits wake and breathe beneath the surface where they see.
I leave my footprints on the shore.
I walk until I see no
Red waters, astral planes, wash away these heavy chains. Let the liquid starlight flow deep into the world below. Red waters, astral planes, nothing ever stays the Red waters, astral planes, wash away these heavy chains. Let the liquid starlight flow. Red waters, deep into the world below. Red waters, astral planes, nothing ever stays the The earth beneath my boots is heavy and deep, like the secrets that a hollow tree might keep. A rusted gate against the autumn sky, where the dry tobacco leaves go drifting by. The coffee stains upon the wooden floor speak of feet that walk through every closing door. It is the stain of time upon the brick, the cooling wax around the dying wick. My road is the shadow in the grain, the quiet comfort of the falling rain, the ancient velvet on a dusty chair, the scent of cedar in the evening air. It is the steady hand that holds the line, the bittersweetness of the wilder vine. A copper kettle tarnished by the flame, a leather jacket missing every name. The horses grazing in the muddy field until the stubborn winter starts to yield. The mountain bark is rough against my palm in the center of a white and woody calm. A river bed is stones and silt and clay, washing all the brighter hues away. It does not scream like red or weep like blue. chair. The scent of cedar in the evening air. It is the steady hand that holds the lines, the bittersweetness of the wilder vine. Of the wilder vine.
Morning paints a heavy blush across the ceiling, a shade that finds the cracks inside the plaster wall. I watch the dust motes dancing in the sunrise, waiting for the gravity to break my fall. You left a cardigan draped across the velvet chair, a dusty panel fallen from a garden gate. The kettle hums a low and lonely frequency while I sit staring at the lines of ancient fate. The clock hands are stuttering in the heat, moving sideways down this empty street. The horizon is bleeding out its pride, with nowhere left for us to run and hide. Rosa is the color of the blue sky. Rosa is the salt behind the tired eye. It stains the memory of the words we never spoke, a fragile ribbon that the winter finally broke. Rosa is the silence in the afternoon, the hollow ringing of a silver spoon. I walked down to the pier where the water turns to wine. The fishermen were pouring in their empty nets. The tide was pulling back the secrets of the mud beneath the sun that never learns to pay its debts. I found a photograph tucked inside a heavy book of a house we promised that we would one day build. The edges have turned brittle like a frozen leaf, a hollow vessel that the rain has never filled. The shadows are stretching out their weary lands across the shifting of the coastal sands. The wind is humming such a jagged tune beneath the ghost of a departing moon. Rosa is the color of the blue sky. Rosa is the salt behind the tired eye. It stains the memory of the words we never spoke, a fragile ribbon that the winter finally broke. Rosa is the silence in the afternoon, the hollow ringing of a silver spoon. Rosa is the color of the blue sky. Rosa is the salt behind the tired eye. It stains the memory of the words we never spoke, a fragile ribbon that the winter finally broke. Rosa is the silence in the afternoon, the hollow ringing of a silver spoon. The morning breaks and bruises across the skyline, a heavy wash of ink upon the glass. I trace the veins of every cooling pipeline and watch the shadows of the giants pass. The city wears a cloak of regal sorrow. just the bleeding of the twilight in our veins. The velvet curtains hang like heavy thunder above the empty stage of dusty wood. We tore the rainbow silk and silk asunder until we understood the way we stood. The kings have traded scepters for the gravel. The queens have washed their hair in plum dark wine. As all the threads of history unravel along the jagged edges of the line. Oh, violet is the mountain in the distance, and violet is the spirit in the cold. It is the color of a long resistance, a story that has never been retold. Beyond the blue and past the burning fire, between the silence and the screaming choir, the world is turning violet in the I saw the prophet leaning on a railing. His eyes were stained with berries from the wood. He sang a song of ancient vessels sailing to places where the light was never good. He sent the lavenders for the grieving, but indigo belongs to those who say there is no grander way of interweaving the dying of a light and of the day. The clocks are ticking backward in the station. The iron tracks are rusted into grave. We are a weary and a faded nation, looking for a method of escape. The ink is dripping from the broken fountain. The letters on the page are turning dark. We climb the ridges of the purple mountain to find a single remaining vital spark. The spectrum narrows to a single shade. The debts are paid, the promises are made. The light begins to flicker and to fade. Oh, violet is the mountain in the distance, and violet is the spirit in the cold. It is the color of a long resistance, a story that has never been retold. Beyond the blue and past the burning fire, between the silence and the screaming choir, the world is turning violet in the The morning breaks across the marble floor, a shade I have not felt this way before. It is the tint of silence in the sky before the sun begins its weary try. floating, neither a burden nor a heavy crown, just the sky looking down. Crossing over the gate, oh, I like the song of the mist after the rain, hitting at the ocean or the deep of the night, but a gentle cradle of unfolding light. Oh, the colors celeste keep the shadows at bay in the hollow spaces of a brand new day. And the celeste washing over the pain, like a soft forgiveness after the rain. It is not the ocean nor the deep of the night, but a gentle cradle of unfolding light. Oh, the color celeste keeps the shadows at bay in the hollow spaces of a brand new day. across the dusty plain, a silent flood of wine upon the stone. I see the banner snapping in the rain, where every king must stand and die alone. The heavy soil is thirsty for the flow of something deeper than the falling dew. The only truth the dying ever know is painted in a shade that starts with you. The horizon line is bleeding out its light. It stains the very edges of the day. It crawls across the valley in the night and washes all the hollow gray away. Red is the fire in the winter bone. Red is the harvest that the iron sowed. The tallest tower and the cornerstone are drowning in the middle of the road. The crimson river rising in the palm, the scarlet fever burning in the chest. The quiet storm before the final calm that lays a weary traveler to rest. Red is the fire in the winter bone. Red is the harvest that the iron sows. The tallest tower and the cornerstone are drowning in the middle of the road. The crimson river riding in the palm, the scarlet fever burning in the chest. The quiet storm before the final call that lays a weary traveler to rest. I watch the roses wither on the vine. They turn to rust before the sun could set. I traded all my water for the wine and found a debt I hadn't paid off yet.
The copper bells are ringing in the heat.
To warn the city,
On the city of the coming
the
flood.
heavy
The
boots,
heavy boots are marching on the street.
through valleys filled with bitter ruby wine.
The horizon line is bleeding out its light.
It stains the very edges of the day.
It crawls across the valley. It crawls across the valley in the night.
And washes all the hollow gray away.
Red is the fire in the winter bone. Red is the harvest that the iron sows. The tallest tower and the cornerstone.
Drowning in the middle.
The crimson river rising in the palm.
Rising in the palm.
A scarlet fever burning in the chest. The quiet storm before the final call that lays the weary traveler to rest.
The valley wakes in a silent rush, a heavy coat of the emerald brush. The moss is creeping along the stone, where the wild and secret things are grown. It spills across the rolling hill in a tide of jade that's standing still. I saw the light hit the cedar bough, and it's all I seem to care for now. A forest floor like a velvet floor, where the daylight doesn't knock no more. Just a long, slow breath in the tangled vine. The corner of the world is a holy sign. Oh, it's weaving through the morning The river runs like a liquid vein through the clover washed in summer rain. The pines are reaching for the sky with 1,000 needles in their eyes. Everything that's bound to grow is moving in a steady flow.
The hills are humming a low refrain. The fields are drinking up the rain.
The world is turning a brilliant shade in every meadow and everglade.
Oh, it's weaving through the morning air. It's hanging heavy everywhere. The shade of hope and the shade of grace. It's written all across your face. Ancient leaves and the grass so deep. A promise that the mountains keep.
The morning breaks across the dusty plain, a silent flood of wine upon the stone. I see the bears napping in the rain, where every king must stand and die alone. The heavy soil is thirsty for the flow of something deeper than the falling dew. The only truth the dying ever know is painted in a shade that starts with you. The horizon line is bleeding out its light. It stains the very edges of the day. It crawls across the valley in the night and washes all the hollow gray away. Red is the fire in the winter bone. Red is the harvest that the iron sown. The tallest tower and the cornerstone are drowning in the middle of the road. The crimson river rising in the palm, a scarlet fever burning in the chest. A quiet storm before the final calm that lays a weary traveler to rest. Yes. Red is the fire in the winter bone. Red is the harvest that the iron sown. The tallest tower and the cornerstone are drowning in the middle of the road. Crimson river rising in the palm, a scarlet fever burning in the chest. The quiet storm before the final calm that lays the weary traveler to rest. I watch the roses wither on the vine. They turn to rust before the sun could set. I traded all my water for the wine and found a debt I haven't paid off yet. The copper bells are ringing in the heat to warn the city of the coming flood. The heavy boots are marching on the street through valleys filled with bitter ruby mine.
The horizon line is bleeding out its light. It stains the very edges of the day. It crawls across the valley in the night and washes all the hollow gray away.
morning breaks across the floor, a heavy shade against the door. The miracles are waking up inside a chipped and ceramic cup. The dust is dancing in the beam like particles of a broken dream. The kitchen clock is ticking slow, bathed in that pale and honey glow. It is the tint of autumn leaves, the golden thread the summer weaves. A master code on a lonely street where all the ghosts and shadows meet. Amaryllis runs across the sky like a desert bird that learned to fly. The color of a citrus skin where the ending and the start begin. Amarillo in the swaying grain, falling like a soft and sulfur rain. It is the light we try to hold in a world that turns so bitter cold. Amarillo spreads across the sky like a desert bird that learned to fly. The color of a citrus skin where the ending and the start begin. Amarillo in the swaying grain, falling like a soft and sulfur rain. It is the light we try to hold in a world that turns so bitter cold. A lemon slice in a glass of tea, the way your eyes used to look at me before the winter stripped the trees and brought the spirit to its knees. I see it in the aging page, the quiet wisdom of a certain age. A taxi cab in the pouring sleet, the only warmth on a frozen beach. It is the tint of autumn leaves, the golden thread the summer weaves. A muster cold on a lonely street where all the ghosts and shadows meet. Amarillo spreads across the sky like the desert bird that learned to fly. The color of a citrus skin where the ending and the start begin. Amarillo on the shining rain, falling like a soft and sulfur rain.
pouring over at the rim.
There ain't no use in trying to pretend that every broken rule is scarlet. I lay my head against the frozen glass and watch the mercury and seasons pass.
It is the stain upon the working day, the heavy coat that will not blow away, a jagged line across the velvet deep, the secret that the lonely oceans keep. It is a distance in the stranger's eyes, underneath the weight of open skies. Yeah. It is the stain upon the working day, the heavy coat that will not blow away, a jagged line across the velvet deep, the secret that the lonely oceans keep. It is the distance in the stranger's eye, underneath the weight of open
The valley wakes in a silent rush, a heavy coat of the emerald brush. The moss is creeping along the stone where the wild and secret things are grown. It spills across the rolling hill in a tide of jade that's standing still. I saw the light hit the cedar bough, and it's all I seem to care for now. A forest floor like a velvet floor where the daylight doesn't knock no more. Just a long slow breath and a tangled vine. The color of the world is a holy sign.
Oh, it's sweeping through the morning air. It's hanging heavy everywhere. The shade of hope and the shade of grace. It's written all across your face.
Ancient leaves and the grass so deep, a promise that the mountains keep. Under the canopy, the shadows bend, where the broken branches start to mend. The line of the olive and the sage turn another leaf on a dusty page. It's a pose within the heavy ground, the loudest sign that can be found. The river runs like a liquid vein, the clover washed in summer rain. The pines are reaching for the sky with 1,000 needles in their eye. Everything that's bound to grow of tea. The way your eyes used to look at me before the winter stripped the trees and brought the spirit to its knees.
I see it in the aging page, the quiet wisdom of a certain age. A taxi cab in the pouring sleet, the only warmth on a frozen beat. It is the tints of autumn leaves, the golden thread the summer weaves. A mustard cone on a lonely street, but all the ghosts and shadows meet. Amarillo spreads across the sky like a desert bird that learns to fly.
The color of a citrus skin, where the landing and start begin.
Amarillo in the slowing grain, falling like a soft and sulfur lane.
It is the light we try to hold
In a world that turns so bitter cold, Amarillo spreads across the sky like a desert bird that learned to fly.
the color of a citrus skin,
Where the ending and the start begin. Amarillo in the swaying rain, falling like a soft and sulfur rain.
it is the light we try to hold
In a world that turns so bitter cold. Hey, hey.
The morning cracked across the window pane, a silent flood of indigo and rain. I watched the shadows stretching on the floor, like every ghost that walked through here before. The coffee's cold and getting darker now. I tried to break the fever on my brow. I found a ribbon tangled in the weeds, the kind of color that a hollow spirit needs. To match is up with how the river flows, down where the heavy sunken timber goes. The sky is bruised and leaning on the hill. The world is turning, but the heart is still.
It is the stain upon the working day, the heavy coat that will not blow away, a jagged line across the velvet deep, the secret that the lonely oceans keep. It is the distance in a stranger's eyes, underneath the weight of open skies. Hey. It is the stain upon the working day, a heavy coat that will not blow away, a jagged line across the velvet deep, the secret that the lonely oceans keep. It is the distance in a stranger's eyes, underneath the weight of open skies.
They say that mercy has a sapphire glow, but it's a bitter current down below. I asked the wind to change its weary tone, but it just sang of things I've always known. The copper coins are tarnished in my hand, just like the salt that settles on the sand. The paint is peeling on the kitchen wall. I'm waiting for the evening light to fall, to wrap me in that frozen steady you, the only artist that I ever knew. I'll walk the tracks until the rails turn pale, like some forgotten story in the mail. So lock the gate and let the lantern dim. The cup is pouring over at the rim. There ain't no use in trying to pretend that every broken road has got an end. I'll lay my head against the frozen glass and watch the mercury and seasons pass.
It is the stain upon the working day, that heavy coat that will not blow away, a jagged line across the velvet deep, secret that the lonely oceans keep. It is the distance in a dangerous underneath the storm open sky. It is the stain upon the working day, the heavy coat that will not blow away, a jagged line across the velvet deep, the secret that the lonely oceans keep.